Well, tonight was a good night to see a movie. A lot of rain hitting our area and hitting it fast. It just kind of swept in.
It really did. It started around 3:30 this afternoon. It was east of I-75. You could see the clouds building, and all of a sudden everything's moving towards the coastline. And that's the same pattern that's going to be repeated tomorrow. So this pattern is with us for this upcoming week. If you love today, you're going to love tomorrow. And if you have plans to do things outdoors, do them in the morning. That's my greatest admonition. Do it in the morning, because the afternoon is going to be shot. We are expecting to see those winds coming in out of the east-southeast, and that's what is going to drive those rains from the east coast over to the west coast, just as it happened today. And what we're looking at right now is that things are starting to calm down, so the flooding is still taking place due to the heavy rains that we had earlier, but we are going to see the fair skies beginning sometime around midnight tonight, and it is going to be warm and humid overnight. And you can see radar is quiet right now. All the showers have moved out into the Gulf of Mexico, but we do have some flooding taking place around some of the rivers also. Those are these areas highlighted in green. That's indicative of some of the heavier rains that have taken place, swelling some of the rivers that we have around, and that of course is also a concern. But what we're looking at right now are the heavy amounts of rain that came in a very small period of time. From between 3:30 to 5:30 is where most of these showers came from. Over 4 inches just to the south of Parrish and Manatee County, a little over 3 inches of rain over eastern Manatee County. Those are some of the wide spectrums of rain. And then you can see down here towards the south, almost 6 inches of rain in eastern Charlotte County, and every place else in between. We saw 1 to 3 to 4 inches of rain today in pockets around the area, and everyone got rain. It didn't matter where you were getting some showers. And right now, we're still looking at some of the cloudy weather along the west coast of Florida, the heavy rains having moved on out into the Gulf of Mexico. And so for the overnight time period, we're going to see clearing conditions for us, and it's going to turn into a nice night for tonight. You'll be able to see the stars out there overnight, and then tomorrow morning we may get a couple of showers very close to the coastline. They'll just move on out into the Gulf of Mexico, and then we'll get the rain showers coming from the east coast over to the west coast. Just as it happened today, it will happen again tomorrow. And right now temperatures mostly in the 70s, and they warmed up just a little bit. We actually got down to about 74 degrees at around 6:30 tonight all along the coast. Now we're 75, 76 degrees, temperatures in the mid-70s elsewhere. And of course we're not going to see our temperatures drop too much more. 73 was the overnight low last night. We got up to a high of 93 today. Not a record, but certainly it was hot. And as you can see, the tropics are quiet, so we don't have anything to report out there. That's great news. Nothing happening in the Caribbean. There's nothing going on in the Gulf of Mexico. So things are nice and quiet, and expected to be so for the next couple of days. For boaters, beachers, we're looking at those winds coming in out of the southeast at 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet, a light chop out on the bay and inland waters. We'll get those scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon hours tomorrow. Temperature high at the beach will be pretty much what the Gulf water temperature is, 89 degrees. And then over the next 7 days, it is typical summer weather. 40, 50, 60% chances of rain every afternoon. Temperature highs right around that 90-degree mark, overnight lows in the 70s. And it's that way from Sunday through next Saturday.